This is Jamie, and I'm here today for another live play of Rolling Realms. We're going to do one round today with Scythe, Terra Mystica, and My Little Scythe. So let me show you how those realms work, and then we'll jump in and play a round. So in Scythe, like in the actual game Scythe, you are either using a number to cross off a top row section and you gain that resource, or you are choosing a number to use in the bottom row, spending a resource and gaining a star. Or, again, like in Scythe, you can choose a top row with a number, gain that resource, and if you have the bottom row resource to spend, you just ignore the number, cross that off to spend that resource and gain the star right away. That's how Scythe works. Terra Mystica. A couple things going on in Terra Mystica. So in Terra Mystica, you are either crossing off a hex adjacent to a hex that you've already crossed off, or adjacent to a dwelling. You can, so I can cross off this 3 and then a 2. So you're not always crossing off hexes. You can cross off these bridges too. And then I can go back over here and cross off a 5. You can go back and forth, kind of like in Terra Mystica where you have 2 dwellings on the map. You can do that with a number. And the goal of that is to connect the 2 dwellings to get a star, and or to cross off all of the deserts. So the number 5 marked hexes. If you do mark off all 3, you get 4 stars. Otherwise, it's only 1 or 2 stars. The other way to get a star, and one of the things that you can do on your turn in Terra Mystica, is to spend a number, either a 2 or a 6, to fill in, what do they say, mark the building, mark one of these 2 buildings, and then from then on, at the beginning of each of these turns, turn 2, 4, 6, or 8, or 3, 5, 7, or 9, you gain this resource. So there's a little bit of income going on there. You get a star if you've crossed off both of those buildings. Definitely going to try to do that. I really love the income aspect of Terra Mystica. And then in My Little Scythe, we're doing both of the scythes today. You can cross off a number and gain the resource associated with that area. And if you've already crossed off that same number in the other area, you get a coin. The way you get stars in My Little Scythe is that you look at the total number of each resource you've earned over the course of the game, the pumpkins, hearts, and coins, and if you've earned at least 6 of a resource, whether or not you've actually spent them, you get a star, or you get 2 stars, actually, for doing so. So let's jump in. I haven't done this combination yet, I don't think in quite some time, or maybe not at all, so let's see how it goes. I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see what I am doing here. There we go. Also, I will let you know that I just bought a new camera that will hopefully be better at focusing and have better lighting and just be better in general. So we'll see how that goes. I have not received that yet. All right, turn 1. We have a 2 and a 3. Yesterday I rolled a ton of pairs, so we'll see how that goes today. So we have a 2 and a 3. Probably don't want to do anything in Scythe quite yet because I want to get those bottom row resources so I can optimize the Scythe turns a little bit better. 2 is wonderful in Terra Mystica, so let's use the 2 there. That'll give me income right away. Hopefully I'll roll a 6 on my next turn. And then 3, let's go after an early heart. I like to get hearts and coins early in the game. Pumpkins are a little better late in the game, in my opinion, because they adjust numbers. They don't actually create new numbers or dice. All right, turn 2. So at the beginning of turn 2, I get a pumpkin. I'm really hoping to roll a 6 here. A 3 and a 4, not a 6. But these 3 and 4 add up to 7, and so if I had 2 coins, I could copy one of these dice. But I do not have 2 coins. So what can I do with a 3 and a 4? So I could put the 3 over here in My Little Scythe and get that pair going. That could be pretty cool. Let's do that first. Let's get that pair. So let's cross off that 3. I get a pumpkin, and then I now have both of the 3s crossed off here, and so I get a coin. And I could probably use, let's see, the 4 would be a coin. I would have to spend a pumpkin. Let's do that. Let's do that over in Scythe. So I can use the 4 in Scythe to get a coin. Actually, this might work out well. And then I can spend a pumpkin to cross off the bottom row and get that star right away. Now, I do have 2 coins now. So those 2 coins I was talking about for the 3 and the 4, I could use them. I don't know if it's great to use them over here in Terra Mystica. I do want to cross off all those 5s. Yeah, I'm trying to think if this 3 is better than the 4, because the 3 will get me up to that 5 and down to that 5. This 3 doesn't get me all that much closer. But the 1 actually is great. Let's do the 1. Let's create a 1 value die and cross off that hex. All right, so the beginning of turn 3, we don't get any bonus yet because I didn't get that 6. 3 and a 4 again. Okay, that's not great. 3 and a 4 again. Could I use the 3 and the... Yeah, I could use that over here in Scythe. And the 4... Yeah, let's use the 3 in Scythe this time. I gain a pumpkin. And then I will right away spend a coin down here to get another star. And the 4, let's throw the 4 over in my little Scythe to gain a heart. At the beginning of, and that's all I think I could do right here. So at the beginning of my 4th turn, I get another pumpkin, which could be handy quite soon. Let's hope I get a 6. A 6 would be great right here. 2 and a 5. So again, I roll a 7. So again, if I get 2 coins, I can copy one of these numbers. The 5 will be helpful for sure. So the 5 is great in Terra Mystica. It gets me to cross off that desert. Also, I could use the 2 to get up to that other 5, which could be useful as well. How do I want to play that? I think... That's tough. 2 and a 5 are both of the numbers that I want. I think the 5 is going to be better because that'll get me closer to this 5 down here. Let's use the 5 there. And the 2, probably use it over in my little Scythe. Although I could use it in Scythe and get another star. That is difficult. I think it's going to be, at this point in the game, I think I have the more resource potential if I use it in my little Scythe. So I'm going to use the 2 here in my little Scythe and get a heart. And that means if I get a 2 or a 4, I could get double resources with a single placement in my little Scythe. All right, turn 5. There are the 6s finally. A little late, but that's okay. I had a pair of 6s. I have 2 hearts, so I can copy one of these 6s, so I can potentially have 3 6s this turn. I'm definitely going to do that. I can't get the 3 income. This is turn 5, so I can't get the 5 income. That's okay. I'll get 2 hearts from those 6s over the course of the game. So that's great. So I've done the 6 in Terra Mystica. What else can I do with a 6? I can use the 6 down here in Scythe, and I think I will. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the 6 in all 3 realms. I might as well. So I'll use the 6 here. I'll get a pumpkin. And right away, I will spend a heart to get another star. Sorry, my cards are going all over the place today. And then I'm going to spend 2 hearts to gain another 6. And I'll put that right over here to gain yet another heart. All right, little short on coins right now, but pretty much any number except for a 5 will get me... or 5 or a 1 will double up things in my little Scythe. All right, turn 6. Did I say 5? And I rolled 2 5s. So, double 5s. Oh, that's rough. I do get a pumpkin, at least, so I could manipulate one of them. That's this pumpkin right here, pumpkin income from Terra Mystica. Not great for Scythe, unfortunately, because I don't have that coin to spend in the bottom row. Now, I could use it here in Scythe, just go straight for the bottom row. I don't love doing that, but I have the heart to spend if I want to do that. I could also manipulate it, but I don't know if manipulating it will be all that good. Actually, no, let's do this. Let's use 2 pumpkins to manipulate one of those 5s into a 4. Cross that off. I'll get a pumpkin back, and I now have a pair of 4s, so I get that coin. I'll use the other 5 over here, so I gain a heart. And I now have the coin to spend, so I get the bottom row here. And unfortunately, I was kind of ignoring Terra Mystica. I probably should have done something in Terra Mystica there, but I didn't. I could use 2 hearts to copy one of those 5s, but unfortunately, I'm just out of range of the 2 5s that I need to get to, so that's not really going to help. But I could also use one of them to get closer to that 5, which could ultimately end up being useful. So let's go for it. I'm going to create another 5, spend 2 pumpkins to turn it down to a 4, and get closer to that 5. I've now used all realms this round, so I think we're looking good there. 3 more turns left. think I'm doing pretty well. I need to get some more resources for my little side. It's going to be a little tough to get those coins. So I need to really pair. I need to use at least get 2 more pairs from my little side. Turn 7. A 6 and a 2. I think that has some potential. Yeah, I could definitely use that. Oh, yeah, I can use that over here in Scythe, which could be nice. I can use the 2 and then get that. Oh, I wish I had the 2 twice, though, because I really need that 2 to get over to that desert. And the 6 is good over in my little Scythe as well. Oh, I do get some income at the beginning of this turn. This is turn 7, so I get a heart. Perfect. What do I want to do here? I'm pretty sure I want to use the 6 here. So let's use the 6 there at first to get a pumpkin in my little Scythe. And I also now have a pair of 6s, so I get a coin. That's good. Good start. I now need to use the 2, and the choice is, do I use it in Scythe or do I use it in Terra Mystica? I lean towards Terra Mystica because I really need to get close to those 5s. So let's put it here. Let's cross off that bridge in Terra Mystica. Now I could create a 1 value die over here, and I think I probably should do that. So I'm going to create a 1 value die, and I gain a coin from doing so, and I spend a heart to do all that in Scythe and get another star from it. All right, turn 8. At the beginning of turn 8, we get a pumpkin. Very handy, or potentially very handy. Really need to roll some 5s here. Or at least I need to roll 1 5. They add up to 5, but they themselves are not a 5. So a 2 and a 3. Yeah, 2 and a 3. What can we do with the 2 and a 3? So the 2 could be helpful over here in Scythe. And the 3, I don't know what to do with that 3. I mean, I've used 3. I might have to manipulate it a little bit. So let's do the 2 first. I can definitely do that. So we'll put the 2 here. I get a heart. I have to spend a pumpkin. Spend a pumpkin, gain a heart. Yeah, so finish off Scythe. So that's all good. I haven't, so that was the 2. The 3, I can't really use in my little Scythe. I guess I could use it to get the pair. I probably might need to do that because I can't get that 3 up to what I need it to be. I'm not going to be able to connect these dwellings. I know that for sure. So let's, although I might want to just save that 3. So if I don't use the 3 at all, no, I mean, so it's a question of, do I use the 3? Do I manipulate the 3, lose the ability to use pumpkins, which I think I'm gonna need. Oh, this is tough. This is really tough. I'm gonna gamble a little bit here and just cross off this 3. I don't know how that helps me at all. I'll cross off that 3. Why not? Okay, final turn. I really need a 5. Yeah. 5. That's the number. That's a pair of 3s. So we did not get the 5 I needed. If I can get a pumpkin, oh no, I can't even get a pumpkin. Yep, this is unfortunate. I guess at the beginning of this turn I did get a heart, so that helps a little bit. So I could copy a 3. Don't really need to do that. Yeah, I don't think we can do a lot about that right now. So I think the best I can do is try to get this coin. So I need to manipulate one of those 3s down to a 2. And so that gets me a pumpkin and a coin. And I have 2 coins, 2 hearts. Yeah, I can get some numbers here, but I can't really, I can only use 1 in Terra Mystica. So I will use, I'll cross off, I'll use the other 3 here to cross off that 3. I was feeling good about Terra Mystica. We were looking good there, but it didn't end up coming through. That's too bad. That's okay though. So what do we end up with here? I got 5 from there. I only got 2 stars from Terra Mystica, but I did get everything. Fortunately, at the last minute, everything from my little Scythe. So That's 12, 13, 14, 14.6. Not bad, but could have been a little bit better, I think. But yeah, thank you for joining me today. Let me know what your score is if you play along now or in the future. I will love to see if anyone can beat 14.6. I think it'll be possible, although you didn't know what I know now, which is that fives aren't coming late in the game. So you got to use those in the middle of the game when I rolled the fives. You have to be ready for that in Terra Mystica. So I hope you managed to do that, and I'll see what you post in the comments below. Thanks. See you later.